Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 21. Wrexham 3, Colchester United 1. It says it in the title of the show, 10 men, 3 points, 1 caveat. Yep, 1 caveat, and I think I'm the jinx. I jinxed it. I went in this week saying the most important thing we're going to do to get through, most important player has to be George Evans. And what does he do? He gets a yellow card. Fine, no problem. Gets a yellow card, and then what does he do? He gets a red card. Straight red, dumb challenge, and he gets sent off. So on that note, that one's on me. I'm going to take that on me. But yes, we did get those 3 important points kicking off this hectic holiday season, and we're going to talk about that. Talk about some of the things that Parkinson said after the match and how we changed the game to get them to, after going down to 10 men, how to get them out of their shell. Yeah, that's it. Listen, it doesn't feel like a big loss, but it's gonna feel that way of a big loss. And I know I got some stick about what we're gonna do to adjust going into these next few matches without Evans, and it happens. It's part of the game. But we did get those 3 points, those 3 important points. So let's walk through it a little bit. Elliot Lee, birthday boy, number 29th birthday. Got his goal in the 4th minute. He's got his 12th goal of the season, so congratulations to him. He was also my man of the match. He played really, really well. Again, George Evans got sent off in the 26th minute, and that put us back into the shell, and that excited the Colchester United fans and their team, and they decided to come out and press us. We rolled our luck a little bit in that end of that second half. The team made some adjustments. Palmer dropped into the midfield a little bit, and we rode our luck a little bit. Nonetheless, went into halftime up 1-0, which is good for us. So at halftime, and I listened to what Parkinson was saying, in the post-match presser, gonna get it right. He said it's a colossal effort. Colossal. We sat a bit deep. They didn't engage in that final third after Evans got sent off, and they had to. And so the adjustment that they made at halftime was like, let's not sit back and take on that pressure. Didn't want to do that. They made a change. They pulled Dalby off, who was having a really good match up there, holding the ball up really well. I thought he did a good job as well. He was the sacrifice after the halftime. We went down to 10 men. Then James Jones came on and had to cover. And it was just, they didn't do anything out of possession. They just dropped back in to let the defenders have the ball. But in possession, they kept pushing forward. We were sitting too deep, and if we had sat too deep after coming out of halftime, we would have gave up an early goal, and I think that would have changed the outcourse of the match. But nonetheless, what he said was, come out, have the wingbacks go in on either side, and don't just sit back so deep. And it ended up being the right thing to do because we got that second goal. James McClean, who's a goddamn beast, he battled hard today, went at it all day with him. I'm going to get his name right. Jaden Fevrier. I think it was Jaden Fevrier is probably their best player. I think it was number 43. Fantastic player. I think he's a striker by trade, was playing at right wing back. Him and McClean had a great battle today. So if you're looking for someone to maybe pick up down the road, because it looks like they might be going down, that's a player I'd keep an eye on for next season. Really like him. He's really talented. I think he was on West Ham's books. Some of the guys in the chat, I think it was Mike that put it up there, who's on West Ham's books, and they dropped him. Really good player, especially in this league. Anyways, that second goal came in off of a corner from McClean pushing forward, and it went off. Who's the player? Zach Mitchell. Send him a Christmas card, by the way. Send him a Christmas card. Zach Mitchell, own goal. Felt bad for me. I thought he had a pretty decent game regardless. But cross came in from McClean off his knee or whatever it was. Went in. We're up 2-0. And it wasn't over that then, because they kept coming. I thought for a team that hasn't played that well this season, Colchester United really put themselves forward, and it was a really impressive game for that side. I'm trying to get a couple more stats here. It was a packed house, which was really cool to see, and also the new stanchion was up, so that's coming for the next game against Newport County. But I really was impressed with the side's resilience today, and that's what Parkinson was really proud of. He also said Mark was good in goal today. Howard was good in goal. I thought Howard had a really great game, deputizing really well. Okonkwo should be back sooner than later, so we're going to keep an eye out for that. Also, Egan O'Connell was back today in that back line. He played solid. played really well. Boyle came on for him later on in the match. Looks like he had a maybe some cramping, but he's been out a while. Hasn't been on 11-11. So Parkins said he's been cramping up a little bit later on in the match. So they put Boyle in there, and I think Boyle did a fantastic job. I think he's a great servant as well. So that's important to go into this next run of fixtures, that we have people that can swap in and out. Listen, we ran our luck a little bit in that second half. They did come back and get that goal. And fair play to Colchester. They did do well. I think it was Ogden or Odin. I think Odin and February, what we were calling them. They were fantastic for them. Number 10 was good. But they played really well for a team that really has nothing to lose in that regard. But it ended up 2-1, and it came with a cost, and that's as a 3 points. 10 men, 3 points, one caveat. We're gonna miss George Evans for the next 3 games, and that is with this run of games coming up. It's gonna be mighty. We beat Colchester, Newport next on the 23rd. I think that's next Saturday, and then Swindon Town, and then Walsall. So what are we gonna do? What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna probably put. I'd put either James Jones in the middle of the park there, or I'd put Stash O'Connor in the middle, and I'd put O'Connell back there. So I think that's probably what's going to happen. We're going to have to adjust for those next 3 games. It was just a really poor challenge. Rush of blood to the head, and it happens. But, fair play, and we will move forward. A couple of things that were said that Parkinson said. No, he said a really good day's work, great atmosphere going into the Christmas period. Getting off to a good start with those 3 points is really positive. Had a great watch along too, by the way. Fantastic. I think we had the most people on. We're growing. We're getting there. Mike and Wade and Kate and Addison Madison, everyone coming on. So really appreciate it. It was fun. Really fun, Gay. I definitely feeling it later on. It was 2.5 hours. It was just a chaos of a game. What else? Goal scorer and birthday boy Elliot Lee in his interview said it was a hard-fought win. It was a great win. Losing Gio wasn't great, but they knew they can go and get that second goal, and I think he said they got that confidence going into halftime, because Parkinson was like, "Hey, Parkinson and the staff like, don't sit back. We're sitting back too deep. We're going to give up the goal," and that's what they did. Elliot Lee said he got his 12th goal of the season, and what he said is it doesn't matter. It's good. Thought he could have more goals. He's like, but 3 points is all that matters. He also went on to say, going into that second half, that Mullen could have had an early goal in that second half down to 10 men, but we didn't. But he mentioned about Mullen, his work ethic up front. So did Parkinson, and I think that's very important. This team fights for each other. They don't put their heads down. They've gone on to 10 men, and they're really fighting for each other. So it was a hard-fought victory. This is Elliot Lee. Nice to celebrate with his nan and granddad. First time at the race course, he said. So congratulations to him, especially on his birthday. But they're all buzzing. They stick together and they grind. And the interviewer was talking about different types of wins. Yes, you could have the 6-0 win that they had against who was that? He said you have a 6-0 win games, but this one is special. They had a survival mentality, and very important. Stay attack minded, don't give up, and really impressed with it. So a lot of interesting results today. Really interesting results today. Here's one I want to put up on there to everyone. Stockport United beat Sutton, the basement dwellers, 8-0. They put 8-0, and they have their goal difference up to be I think it's 28. Yeah. So Stockport, here's how it went through, because Barrow had a great game. They won 3-0 today. They also won today. Barrow won 3-0 against Swindon Town. So even though we won today, it's a caveat again with the fact that we lost Evans, and it looks like we had dropped to third place, but only on goal difference. So let's check this out. After results today, Stockport are in first place they played 22 games, and they have a goal difference of 28. They have 46 points. Second place, Barrow, who've won 6 on the bounce. Yeah, say it again. 6 on the bounce in the league, and they are Titty City. It is amazing. They are doing really well. So they have a goal difference of 14 at 40 points. Wrexham, third place, 21 games played. We have 40 points with a goal difference of 12. So that's the separation there. It's 2 goals. we can get over that over the course of the next few months. You never know what can happen. Mansfield Town is in fourth place, and they played 20 games, and they have 39 points with a 19-goal difference. Crewe Alexander in fifth, 37 points. So Stockport, Barrow, Wrexham, Mansfield, Crewe, and Notts County, who did lose today. Notts County lost today to, working on the fly here, to Harrogate Town 3-1. So, wow, impressive. I'm just so happy that we can watch some really exciting football, win some games. I woke up early, and it was an interesting one because I didn't think we were going to get to watch this game because the internet was down, and I scrambled, and for whatever reason it came up, it was meant to be. But this is really, really enjoyable to do this, really fun, and I'm so happy that the community is growing. I'm so happy that Wrexham are doing well, pushing forward. So it's gonna. We have a long way to go. These next few games are going to be very, very important. 3, 6, 9, 12. I mean, if we can get 10 out of 12 the next few games, and then MK Don's game is going to be changed because we have the Shrewsbury Town away match, which is the FA Cup match. I think the tickets are on sale. We can get through this, be solid, keep pace with Stockport and Barrow. We can really do something. But losing Evans to me is damn it. It's not great. It's not great. But we're gonna get through it. I think this team is resilient. January's right around the corner. Do we make a move for somebody? Maybe we get a great loan. Maybe there's someone we can bring in. I don't know. I want to get someone equal quality to Evans sitting in that middle of the park. Lee's doing great. Andy Cannon puts himself about, but I think we can maybe add a player. I don't know. That's my opinion. Also, backup for Mendy, and so we have Barnett still out. Don't have an injury update on him. And Ford was in the lineup on the bench. So people are coming back. It's gonna this next run of games we'll really see out what's gonna happen going in after the new year. It's gonna be very, very important. But fun stuff. Really fun. This is great. This is why we love football. All right, that is your Wrexham reaction. And Wrexham won 2-1. And it was an own goal, and I think one of the guys pre-match, it was I'm not sure who it was, but and he'll know who it is. He said, "Going to have an own goal." I said, "Who's going to have an own goal? How are they going to score?" He predicted the score 2-1, and it was great. So fantastic. All right, that's your Wrexham reaction. It is Saturday night. Go out and enjoy yourself. Be safe. It's a holiday season, and we will see you soon. All right, big win today. Let it rip.